Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be doing some hockey reviews of this season, and we're going to be going over a few subjects and highlighting some of the stuff that's happened in this season. And so you already know me. I'm Tyler.
What's up, guys? It's Kyle.
It's Kyle.
Me.
And
we got our first guest,
and we
Tyler.
do have our
We got
first
our
guest.
first guest.
Oh,
High five. Yeah.
Damn.
We got Curtis. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Nice to be on here. Thank you guys.
Hey, no problem. You know, hopefully we don't scare you off.
Hopefully
it's all
not.
good. I like
Hopefully.
to talk hockey, you know.
Perfect.
That's
We
good.
don't talk much about it though.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Since we're talking about hockey today, let's get into the first subject
Why not?
for this season, boys. Who is the MVP? Who would you have to say? Straight off
I'll let
bat.
the guest go first.
Okay, well, mine, it's an easy pick for me. It's Nathan MacKinnon from the Colorado Avalanche. He's been a gem for them all season long. He's put up, I believe, the best point per game average, and he's the reason they're back in the playoffs now. Easy MVP pick.
Nice. Kyle, I see. I see you're biting your lip over there. You got.
I like the pick, Tyler. I like his pick, but I'm gonna go off the board. Who people aren't gonna think about. I'm gonna go Blake Wheeler, the captain of the Winnipeg Jets.
Ooh,
You see, when Mark Scheifele went down in December or January, I forget. Between the 16 to 19 games he was out, he went from his regular right wing position to center, and he was better than most centers in the league. And they kept where they were. That's why they finished second in the division. He also had 91 points, career high for him. His best was 2 years ago at 78. So I like to see the underrated guy come out of nowhere and take this award from McKinnon or anyone else, McDavid, possibly another one, or Kucherov. So I have to say Wheeler on this one.
nice,
I mean,
nice.
the stats don't lie.
Well, I mean, McKinnon had more points in fewer games, plus he had weaker teammates as well.
But you're
So, I mean-
looking at a team of Winnipeg that's got firepower with Scheifele, Laine, Ehlers, and then Wheeler, Connor. Like, he's not their top guy. He's in their top five for sure.
He's in the shadow of, like,
He's in the
Scheifele
shadow,
and
yeah.
Laine,
And he's their captain.
Fair enough.
It's a nice pick, but he's not going to win it. It's easy for McKinnon to win this one.
Have to wait and see.
We'll see at the award
Wait
show.
and see on that.
We'll see at the award show.
But two good people to highlight for sure. I
Maybe
like
a
that.
candidate.
Candidate, hopefully.
Well, very two good candidates definitely for MVP of the season. I like it. Like where you guys are going with that. But for our next subject, best goalie. Who would you all have to go with?
I think I'll start this one off. It was a hard decision for me to pick, but I ended up picking Andrei Vasilevsky of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He is only 23, so remember this. He's 23. He's got 84 wins in his career, which is all of Tampa. Second now most behind Ben Bishop, 131. He had 44 wins this year, tied with Connor Hellebuck for the lead. He plays on Tampa. He got them to second best in the league. And his 8 shutouts this year, best in one season for a Lightning. So, hands down, and I know it doesn't have anything to do with the award. He has to have, honestly, save of the year, if anything, with that game against the Kings, where he lunges back and goes like this on Kopitar.
That guy's athletic.
He's only 23, man.
Yeah.
He's got a good career ahead of him.
For sure. Hopefully he could keep it up and
Hopefully.
stay where he's at. You know what I mean?
I mean, the true test for him is in the playoffs.
Of course.
We'll see.
Of course.
But true. Because the most important.
Tampa's only can go as far as he takes them.
Yeah.
He could take them all the way though.
You never know, though.
Yeah, but for me, it's an easy pick to say Pekka Rinne. He led the league with a .929 save percentage, which is like incredible, and he's the reason why Nashville won the President's Trophy. And for me, I don't see how Vasilevsky can win it because he had an amazing first half. Second half, he was trash. Like he was terrible second half, and we'll see.
We'll have to see for sure.
Both haven't won a Vezina, though, yet, so we good to see.
Yeah, and Rinne's like what 35.
Vezina's, I think Rene's due. He's 35.
He's been due.
I think
yeah.
he's due for one.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
He's due for a cup too.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that.
So is
after.
Stamkos and Kuchi, though.
Cool. So on the same kind of subject as goalies, the defensemen will have to be the second most important thing. So for this season, defensemen, who is your pick? Curtis?
For me, it's Victor Hedman. I'll go with Tampa here because he put up, I think, the second most points behind John Carlson with 67. I think he played the second most ice time in the league behind Doughty, and he led Tampa to. They won the
Division.
Yeah, they won the division.
Yeah.
He led them to that, and he's a monster. He's been needing a Norris for a long time. Easy pick.
Yeah, see, he led them to the Atlantic Division, but my pick led them to a President's Trophy. And I'm going to go with Nashville on this one. We're going to switch this one. It hurts for me to say as a Sens fan, but I got to say Subban. I think he deserves his second Norris. He only finished 8th in scoring, but this guy, since he's came to Nashville, he's been a big help for them. They went to the Stanley Cup final last year. I think they can easily go back again this year, if anything. But, I mean, he has a great partner with Roman Josi. I think that's the best combination in the league, along with Hedman and Strawman. But I think Subban most likely could come out of nowhere and take a second Norris from Hedman or Doughty, because I know Carlson won't be getting his Norris this year. But
well, I mean, to be fair, Subban's not even the top defenseman on his team.
I'd have to doubt that one. I'd fight you on this one. I'm gonna fight you on this one if you
We don't want to fight breaking down the show. Let's say that.
Yeah, he's good for scoring goals and producing offense, but you watch him in his own end, and he's like,
but
he makes some plays sometimes, and you'll see all around he's an amazing defenseman.
You got this once again. This has nothing to do with the award, but you got to give me this one.
Okay.
Subban has a good off-ice characteristic with some of the stuff he does.
Okay. Yeah.
With
charity.
Of course.
Hey, but it's not about what.
I know.
Going on off the ice.
Yeah.
I know, but
the ice.
he's an interesting guy sometimes off the ice.
Doesn't matter if he kills guys. If
Whoa!
As long as you go off the
He
goals, that's
He
what we all care
shouldn't-
about.
We'll cut that out. We'll cut that out.
All right, boys. I like where this is going, but I hope we can find some fucking solid ground on this, because
Hopefully.
y'all been like arguing.
We might have to take a commercial break or something.
Maybe,
in this
yeah. It's
YouTube
getting a little
world.
intense here now.
For sure. All right, so for my next question for you guys,
Yeah.
best rookie, and the rookies always have to have a little shine on them, you know what I mean, when they're first starting out. So who are you gonna give your attention
think-
to?
We both agree.
I think we could agree on this one.
Oh,
We
shit,
have the
that was quick.
Matthew Barzal from Long Island. He 85 points this year. He's over a point per game player. He had 3 5-point games this year. That's the most since 1917-1918 season, so over 100 years ago.
Fuck.
And
Yeah.
Where were you 100 years ago?
I wasn't alive.
I don't even know.
And this guy's only 20. He's the same age as me, turning 21 this year. He was a good steal for the Islanders, if I gotta say, back in the 2015 draft, because
Yeah,
they traded
Griffin Reinhardt.
Griffin Reinhardt for
Yes,
him.
Chiarelli. What a guy.
So
Traded, just taking Chiarelli, what he's done so far.
I know.
He traded away Barzella pretty much.
Yeah.
Traded away Taylor Hall for Adam Larson.
yeah,
Like, come on.
but yeah, I think we're gonna have to agree on this one. And he was only 7 assists off from tying the record for most assists in the season. He had 63 assists on a team where he's not even the first center. He's first center. It's John Tavares. But I don't know if you're agreeing with me on this one, but if John Tavares leaves this offseason, they've got a good second option for their star center. But
They do, but they
don't wanna lose.
messed up by not trading him if he leaves.
yeah, but I don't think he's gonna leave.
A number 1 pick for nothing. That's it.
But yeah, I think Matt Barzal has to definitely be nominated after Besser goes down, and
Yeah, 85 points.
Yeah,
That's
85
like
points.
amazing for a rookie.
I think the first since Ovechkin or someone along Ovechkin or
probably
Malkin.
LV. Yeah.
So
Nice. Well, it sounds like this rookie definitely surprised everyone this season for sure. But besides him, what would be another big surprise? What made you like stand up on your seat and be like, "Holy shit"?
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
what's
one of
that
those
moment?
moments.
It
I
was
could
one of
tell
those
you
moments.
I could tell you right now. I have a hard set one on this one. It has to be the Vegas Golden Knights. These guys broke records this year. They've won their first 8 of 9 games. They had an 8-game win streak, which is the most for an expansion. They won the first 36 of the 50 games, which is a big surprise. They're going to the playoffs in their inaugural season, the first since the 1979 Edmonton Oilers and Hartford Whalers. And they're the first team in the expansion out of all the Big Four leagues in North America to clinch their division. And the Pacific Division that they clinched, they've been leading that since December 23rd. And mind you, they also have a division where you have Edmonton, who everybody thought was going to kill it this year. Anaheim is going to the playoffs. Los Angeles, and San Jose.
Damn.
So, for a guy also who helped them, William Karlsson, who had 6 goals last year in Columbus, and now he's got 40. I think I rest my case on this one that Vegas has been surprising everybody this year.
I was surprised that you could like regurgitate all that information.
Yeah.
Man, I know my stuff.
Clean.
I know my stuff.
Yeah, that's another mistake right there. Columbus's GM.
Oh,
William Karlsson
gave up a
like,
first
oh
rounder
my.
for him.
These guys can't score this year, and they lost the 40-goal scorer.
Oh, they got Panarin, but they gave up a great guy in Karlsson, and he's going to get paid this offseason.
Oh, yeah.
He will.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Curtis? It was like
For me, it was Colorado. they finished dead last year
They weren't even
by a landslide.
winning percentage of less than 300.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the worst records in how many years? Do
A
you know?
while.
A long time, yeah. And McKinnon, he led them back to the playoffs. They beat St. Louis in the last game of the season to get there. It's pretty much a winning game. And like St. Louis was a top team heading into the season. Colorado outmatched them. They beat them with Jonathan Bernier in net too. Starters
Bernier?
down. Yeah,
A few years ago, he wasn't even looking like he was going
I know.
to get a starting job.
Look at him now. He got them to the playoffs pretty much. And one guy who hasn't gotten much praise right now is Mikko Rantanen. He's had an amazing season. He's been about a point per game in only his second season. That guy's a beast. Tim McKinnon, that's a nice duo.
It's a good pairing for years to come.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Well, we touched up on a lot of the pros that happened, the surprises this year, which is fantastic. But I think we have to let the viewers know that there are some cons. So, biggest disappointment of this season.
I'll let you go on this one.
Okay. I'll say the Oilers. Like, I mean, for me, they finished, bottom 5 in the league this year?
Bottom 10.
Bottom 10.
For
but
sure.
still.
If I can.
And they went to the second round last year, forced Anaheim to 7 games, and now they're a bottom team in the league. They have McDavid, who led the team in points. He should have won the MVP, but he's on a shit team, and he led the team in the points, and they still can't even make the playoffs. Like, that's a joke. Like, come on. So right now, that's really disappointing. I mean, for me, Edmonton, that's hands down. I expected them to be in the finals this year,
Everybody did.
and that's disappointing.
It is, but I think there is one more disappointment in this league, and it had to be in the nation's capital of Canada, Ottawa. I mean, last year you look at this team, we were in the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7, against Pittsburgh in double overtime, and lost from Chris Kunitz's goal. And everybody goes into the season, all right, here we go. They can do it this year. We can make the playoffs. We can possibly even make a run for a cup. We've got a great team again. And what happens? We start off great, which was great. Everybody's like, okay, we're good so far. And then we got Duchesne. Everybody was happy that Ottawa got Duchesne.
Oh, it's going to get even better
It's
now.
even better. I mean, we gave up Turris, sadly. They went to Sweden, and played Colorado. Destroyed it there. And they came back, and I guess they left their playing in Sweden because they went to the NHL's basement after that one. They finished second last to Buffalo. Goaltending was off this year. Carlson wasn't. I don't think he was 100% this year, especially with the unfortunate event of his son passing away last month, and just didn't look right. They traded a lot of their core veteran guys. They traded Turris. They traded Phaneuf. They traded Brassard. They lost Methot in the expansion draft.
That was bad.
But good sighting as they got Gustafsson, though, in the Brassard trade, and he could be a starting goaltender in a few years. And they had a lot of distractions within media and some of the things being said about the organization really distracted them. So that has to be a big disappointment. You go from possibly making the Stanley Cup to going second last, and you're going to be up there in the top 5 for a draft pick this year. It's probably the biggest disappointment in my opinion.
Just a lot of.
But for me, for Ottawa, I could see them getting a top pick.
They are going to get one.
He add them on the roster,
Yes.
add one more player, and they could be back in the hunt next year.
Hopefully.
Yeah, fingers
hope.
crossed,
Yes. And you got to get Carlson signed.
Or they could be shit for a few more years and lose Carlson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Sounds very disappointing.
Yeah.
A lot of tragic things did happen for sure this year.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to venture away from the disappointing things. But sadly, my next question for you guys might cause a fight. So who do you think is going to take the cup this season?
Okay.
I can already see
Okay.
the tension.
A big one.
Okay. My opinion, I'm going to go first. It has to be Winnipeg. I like to see the Canadian drought finally break. They got a great depth at center. They got Scheifele. They got Ehlers. They've got Perreault. They've got Stasny, who they picked up for almost nothing at the draft. That was the sneakiest pick, I think, of the trade deadline. You got Little. You can even put Wheeler in there. You've got Laine, the gold man. You've got Bufflin and Trouba and Enstrom and Myers. And you got Hellebuck, who's got the most wins now with 44 by an American-born goaltender. You're going to have the Winnipeg whiteout happening there, which is going to be great to see again. But it all depends. These guys haven't played much playoff hockey in their careers, so that could be the downside. But I like to see a team like Winnipeg come out and just blow the league away.
Nice. Well, I see that you're holding your breath there. You took like a big, deep breath. You must got something to say.
Oh,
Nah,
Let's hear it. Let's
well,
hear
I
it.
mean, Winnipeg's been a nice story. I like Winnipeg, but they're not getting by Nashville. No way. Winnipeg hasn't even won a playoff game yet in their existence.
not even with the Thrashers.
And yeah, I mean, but in their Winnipeg.
And even
Like-
Atlanta. The entire
Oh,
Atlanta,
no.
Winnipeg, they have not. I don't think they won a playoff game. They got
Probably
swept by the
not, yeah.
Rangers in 07, and they got swept by the Ducks last time.
That's
That's something.
and Hellebuyck's never played a playoff game. While you have Rene, the top goalie in the league, you have Subban, your top D man,
See,
plus Yossi.
I'm gonna stop you on this one. You look back at Pittsburgh 2 years ago. They bring in a guy by the name of Matt Murray, who's never played playoff. He's got 2 cups now, Curtis. What do you got to say for that? He's got 2 cups now.
You just got lucky.
Who's on that team? Crosby,
Malkin, Kessel.
Tang.
Yeah, so they've got Scheifele, Ehlers, Line, Wheeler.
They're good, but they're not Crosby, Malkin, Tang.
They're the younger
Kessel good, yeah.
versions.
They're not there yet. They are. They're good,
Okay.
but younger. They're not in the. They're not there yet. And
Well,
Nashville, they're
keep
stacked
going.
up front. Best
He's gonna,
defense in the league.
gonna keep going,
Best
Curtis.
goalie
You're
in the
gonna be
league.
mad.
Oh,
We're going to start a brawl here.
Well, he's our first guest on the show. You know, you gotta let the man finish.
Yeah, I guess I'll give him the
Home
benefit
ice
of
split too.
the- Yeah,
The whole playoffs.
yeah, yeah. Fine.
All right. Well, is there any other things you guys want to touch up on before we sign out? Because that's all the questions I got for you guys today.
No, this should be a fun playoff though.
That's it. All
Yeah,
right.
Should be.
So let's make a little bet here, shall we? You know, like.
I'm not.
Okay.
I gotta wait on that bet.
Well, we're gonna have to wait and see who actually takes the cup this season.
Corey-
You know.
According to EA Sports, though, it was
Yes.
Winnipeg that
Oh,
wins it
okay.
over Boston. So, for my case, will rest right there.
And that's it. That's everything that I gotta say today, boys
Yep.
and viewers out there. So, Curtis, thank you very much
Thanks,
for coming on the
buddy,
show. I
for coming.
appreciate that.
Nice to have you guys letting me come on.
Of course,
so-
your first guest.
No problem. And
Yeah,
with
so
that saying,
that's
we have something else we
that's
have to
Tyler,
touch up
by the
on.
way, though.
Oh yeah, Tyler,
I'm Kyle. Make
It's
sure you
Kyle.
guys like or dislike this video.
Curtis.
That's Curtis, yes.
Curtis for sure.
Comment. Tell us who you think should win some awards this year. And let us know how you think about our picks.
We're very interested in seeing what you guys got to say.
Subscribe. We're going to
Subscribe.
have great more contact. We're finally getting this train rolling on this show.
Yeah.
And tell your friends. We like our views getting up there.
Yeah.
But before we close off the video, we just like to send our condolences and love and support to the community of Humboldt with the tragedy of the bus crash for the Humboldt Broncos. We like to send our love and support. Internet trending right now is if you put your stick out. It's pretty much saying sticks out. The boys might need it at some point, so make sure you guys put your hockey sticks out at some point and show your support for the Humboldt Broncos out there.
For sure.
For that, though, we say take care, guys.
Thank you very much. Peace.